Yes, my name is Tobin. First name is Tobin. I am a principal real estate broker, own my own real estate brokerage, licensed in DC, Maryland, and Virginia. My organization is 21 people, employees in my group, and I would rate LucidLink 5+. If I could go higher than 5, I go higher than 5. I store a lot of data for my real estate clients, which includes social security numbers, personal information, all of that, and I put it in the cloud. I don't want to put it on a drive in my office, which can fail. So I was one of the first people, first businesses to use Dropbox. And I was so early with them that I was grandfathered in, and they included all the revisions, all the deleted files at no cost, which was great. But after about 10 years, I read in the newspaper that they keep having all of these data hacks. And I'm horrified because I'm responsible for my clients' confidentiality, my buyers and my sellers. So I call them up, talk to someone, it's hard to even get a hold of anyone, and they said they'll get back to me, they never did. So at that point, I don't even care what the cost is. I don't even remember what Dropbox cost was. The key thing was the fact that they weren't keeping up with technology and my data may have been compromised. So I started looking around and spent about a month looking for an alternative, and I found LucidLink. Now, LucidLink was early, kind of like Dropbox was 10 years before. Love it. The data is secure, they encrypt it from end to end. Dropbox, by the way, doesn't encrypt anything. So if you hack into the Dropbox files, you're pulling the actual raw data, which, you know, that's something I can't handle. It would ruin my real estate brokerage business. Also, one thing they do, which I really like, and I've never seen anyone else do this, they put in your file structure the actual LucidLink files. I love it. So I have, I think, almost a terabyte of information there. So I moved everything from Dropbox to LucidLink. Love it. And I was one of the early adopters with LucidLink, and I'm with them forever. Highly recommend it. The file structure, viewing your files on the left-hand side of your laptop or desktop is so easy, drag and drop. So I love LucidLink, and I'm a very happy user, and so do my employees and the other realtors in my office. So why did I choose LucidLink? I knew I had to leave Dropbox, or my business I'd be sued by someone because compromising of their data. So I spent a lot of time searching, and I actually tried a number of the alternatives out. One of my requirements was that it encrypt the data from where it leaves my laptop or desktop to the cloud storage and then back. So if it ever is hacked in the cloud, they get nothing because they can't read the data. And there were very few cloud storage programs, companies that did this. And then the second thing is I wanted it a little bit easier to use because Dropbox was really hard. They haven't made any improvements. And maybe it's because they have a legacy older system. I don't know. Don't care. I just have got to protect my client's data. So LucidLink was the only one that did something novel, putting the file structure that you create in LucidLink, the actual files that I create, and the contents in them on the left-hand side of your laptop or desktop, where you can actually see the files, and you can drag and drop them, you can take information out. Everyone else in the world should be doing this. This is the new way to be handling data that's stored in the cloud. And the price, I don't recall what the price was, but I remember thinking at the time, this is pretty inexpensive, especially for what it does. So I've been using LucidLink now for about 5 months, and I think I've got about 10 people who've signed up with it, because as a principal real estate broker, I meet a lot of other owners of real estate brokerages, and we have the same common problem. So I think very soon, everyone in Northern Virginia, DC, and Maryland is going to be using LucidLink. Great. So I was early on in the process, and they initially had a file that you would have to sync up, and it'd be the first thing that would start up when you restarted your laptop, and that took like 30 seconds. They've since eliminated that. It's seamless. It's behind the actual application. So when I restart my laptop, the file structure for LucidLink is there. So they've done some huge improvements, and I was one of the first ones to go with LucidLink. I think they were still in the stage of getting investor capital, but I love the program. I love the features, and it was very easy. In fact, it's easier to install LucidLink than it was Excel or Microsoft Word, because I got a new laptop a few weeks ago and had to reinstall all my software, and I had problems with serial numbers with Microsoft Word and Excel. The only program that installed effortlessly, because it's based on my email address, was LucidLink. So Microsoft could learn some tips from LucidLink. So the advice I would give to a company looking to store in the cloud a safe way to their data, customer data, their own data, financial files, is LucidLink. You really don't need to look at, don't look at Dropbox. I know all about Dropbox. Take a look at LucidLink first, and the price is very economical. I guarantee once you download the application and find out how easy it is to use, you won't look at any other alternatives. So the file structure is great. No one does that. Encryption end to end. So if the data is ever compromised, they can't read it. So you have absolute safety. And the prices are very reasonable. And the software works so well. It's easy. So that's what I would recommend to you. Start with LucidLink first. Use that for a week or two, and you won't look at any other alternative.